So number 5, sherets, swarming insects and rodents. Right, so as we learn in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. The Torah forbids us from eating any rodents, worms, amphibians, or creeping, swarming, or flying insects. It's from Vayikra. Eating sheratzim is a serious matter. One who eats even a single minuscule sherets violates 4 or even 5 or 6 lavim, negative commandments. Yeah, remember we discussed. I said up to 6. That's how Rashi explains. The punishment for each is malchus. So what is malchus? Malchus is lashes. Up to how many times? 39 lashes. Thus, one who eats 1 sheret received 156 lashes. Minimum, what is it, like 4. Therefore, one who eats fruits or vegetables in which worms, ants, thrips, aphids, leaf miners, or mites are commonly found, must examine the items carefully before eating. So we actually, we discussed about this topic in Kosher Shulchan Aruch class. So if you know that this specific fruit or vegetable prone to infestation, so in some cases, as I explained with this broccoli and cauliflower, I mean, it's possible to check, but it's so time consuming, and plus, you maybe you check twice, but still there is still possibility that you miss something. Okay, so we're trying to be very careful. Even though we wash, of course, we're not that just take the raw vegetables. You wash a few times in this water, soapy water, that water, and only after that we check. So yeah. So continue. Checking fruits and vegetables for infestation. The status of fruit and vegetables with regard to infestation is dependent on the climate in a country in which they are grown. Right, so it's very practical in a country. So if they spray with all of these chemicals, so most likely there are no insects, most likely. But still, it depends. Sometimes they will import these fruits or vegetables from another country. You never know, right? So for example, today I bought fresh tomatoes. So of course we're in the middle of the winter. So tomatoes is from somewhere else. I'm not sure from where, right? Maybe from South America or something. I don't know, from Africa. I don't know from where these tomatoes came from. So even though maybe in my country they do spray, right, the chemicals, but in there maybe they do not spray. It's very interesting. So you never know. You have to check. Okay. Level of infestation changed from season to season, and are liable to change from time to time, right? From season to season. So for example, so if I know that they do import from somewhere in the winter, so let's say fresh vegetables, so then I would have to check. If in the summer I know it's a local, and local law they obligate them to spray, so most likely it was sprayed and there is no infestation. For this reason, one cannot present a practical guidelines on this issue in a book, and will be used for many years, right? So that's why you go to your local Kashrut authority website, right? And they usually post these alerts, for example, this year, in this season, we have infestation in this and these fruits or vegetables, right? So I used to be on this email list, but it's just too much going on with them. Some people would put improper kashrut symbols. Some would go kosher. They are So it's like too many emails, so I just stopped. But basically, I mean, if somebody does not get so many emails, so maybe it's a good idea to get these alerts. So what is kosher, like what it became kosher, what is the infestation alert and stuff like that. One must obtain up-to-date information from his Rav or consult some of the excellent manuals published by the various rabbinic organizations. Okay, of course. Every household should have such manual handy and for easy reference. So I would say like go on a website of or you or your local country, wherever you live, and ask them. Okay, so continue. One type of sherets, however, is permitted. The Torah describes the feature of certain species of locust that are permitted. These are enumerated in Shulchan Aruch. Today we lack the definite tradition about which species are allowed, and therefore we do not eat locust. Certain Sephardic communities have tradition to which the locust is kosher. So we know which one, the Yemenite. So Yemenite people been in exile from the time of the first temple. They never went back, for sure, right? So even like before the destruction of the first temple, they went there. Some of them, right? So they have this tradition of which locust is kosher, which one is not. Okay, it's very interesting. So, but many times our approach is our rabbis, the job of our great rabbis is to build all of the fences around the Torah and prevent us from transgressing. So many times, even the Rima was 500 years ago, right? He commented on Shulchan Aruch and he said, yes, Rav Yosef Karo said this, right? That's the Sephardic tradition, but our Ashkenazic tradition, we're not sure. So since we're not sure, we've been through so many exiles, guess what? We don't need extra problems with HaShem. We just don't need. So wherever we're not sure, our rabbi said not allowed. That's it. Another exception to this prohibition of the sherets is the permissibility of bihani. Okay, so two exceptions. One is this kosher locust, and one is a bihani. So it's, and even though like when you read the Rambam's explanation and then you read like research, I was interested in this kosher locust. So there is a jumping legs and these legs, like several pair of the legs, and they actually identify a few kinds like would match. Of course, we don't eat, but like we would match the description of our sages. Okay. We don't eat, but very interesting. So bee honey, it's, of course, bee we don't eat, but honey we do. The honey of the bee is not considered a product of the bee itself. Rather, it's considered nectar extracted from the flower blossom and was transformed into honey. So it's very interesting. It's not product of the honey, but nectar is like went through the body of the bee and excreted, and it became honey. See footnote with regard to the royal jelly and bee wax. So we're going to check the bee wax. It's very interesting. We will learn about the cheese. This what is it? This worm in the cheese. So I don't want to discuss it, but I went to internet and checked this. These worms, and it's some cheese, like the crazy people, it's clearly like it's not like tiny worm. It's a big worms, they crawling around. They're maggots, not worms, like maggots, and they die and they excrete and this and that, and then it's like they become a paste inside of this cheese, and these people they put it like a spread on a piece of on a cracker and eat it. That's how crazy the world is. Okay, just one example. Okay, so commentary 49. In Bracha 7b, however, bee wax is a product of a bee itself, not bee wax. Nevertheless, contemporary poskim rule that the wax is permitted since it is completely inedible. Okay. But sometimes when you go like to supermarket, right? Let's say not kosher. I haven't seen in a kosher super, but in a non-kosher supermarket, right? Big store, they sell kosher and non-kosher items. So I saw many times, and it looks like unbelievable. This bee wax, like in the honey, like trapped inside. It looks very, very delicious. So, but according to this, that you cannot eat the bee wax, so it is permissible to get honey from there. Okay, I don't know. See, bidika chazon halachah. Rabbi M. Vaya, I'm not sure who is he. Another product of the bee is a royal jelly. So what does it mean? Which is a secretion from the glands of the bee's head. Since it is rich in protein and vitamins, it is considered to be very healthy. However, since it is a product of the bee itself, it is prohibited. I never heard of this, okay. But it's not kosher, maybe that's the reason I never heard of it. Nevertheless, response of Tzitz Eliezer, 1159 and 1254, permits ingestion of for the medical reasons, since it is foul tasting and inedible on its own, and is mixed with a large amount of honey. Okay. So for medicinal reasons, we can eat some things, and plus this thing is not considered food. So something like bira or like bira, it's not considered to be food, and plus it's okay, no problem. So that's actually we're going to use this approach when we're going to get to medicine, right? Right, discuss medicine.